everyone, my name is Dee. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back if you have been here before. Today we are going to be doing a quick little reading on who has a crush on you. So we are looking for information on who this person is, and then we'll get some tarot cards out here to maybe further identify this person, maybe see how it is that they feel about you, maybe see what it is that their plans are. Okay, we're just looking to keep it very general. And for pile one, we will have amethyst. For pile two, we will have pyrite. And for pile three, we will have celestite. And pile one, hello, my amethyst pile. Let's get right into it. Let's pull some Scrabble tiles to see possible initials. As always, first name, last name, middle name, if that floats your boat. Let's see some potential initials as to who this person could be. Okay, got a nice little handful. We've got R-E-D, B, G, T, and U. Okay, and now let's get some of these oracle cards out here to see some possible zodiac signs that this person could potentially be. Okay, I'm going to take this guy. We've got Taurus. And we have Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio, Taurus, I'm just going to get everything all nice and neat. Okay, pile one, let's get some tarot cards out here. As I was putting the piles together, I quickly realized they spell out the word budget. So maybe your person is a budgeter. Maybe your person is good at saving their money. Maybe that's got something to do with this. Also, I don't think I've ever been so lucky as to get a word like that when I was actually playing Scrabble, you know, back in the day when I used to. So let's see what is going on with the Scorpio / Taurus person that seems to like to budget, who's got some of these letters as their initials. We've got the Nine of Swords jumping out first, followed by the Sun. So I kind of feel like this is just a straight up message of your person's nervous to come forward, okay? Because the Nine of Swords, it can indicate anxiety, it can indicate fear. The Sun is a card that is very open and honest. The Sun is a card that expresses themselves and feels very comfortable expressing themselves. And I do feel like when it comes to this person who has a crush on you, they've held themselves back. So a lot of times we'll see people hold themselves back, of course, due to, let's say, doubt or fear of rejection. But oftentimes, too, it could be like maybe we're friends with this person or maybe we work with this person. And, you know, they're having a difficult time coming forward because they don't want to ruin the dynamic of the connection that the two of you already have. And that makes the fear of rejection a lot worse. That makes them a lot more nervous to come forward with their feelings, especially because with the Sun, there's an indication that the two of you have had a lot of fun times and happy times with one another. They look at you as just this ray of sunshine. Okay, so they feel very positively and optimistically about you and about the connection that you already share with one another. To me, the Sun makes it very clear that this person does want to express themselves, but that Nine of Swords, that nervousness, that fear, those self-limiting beliefs, the fear of rejection, are all things that tend to hold themselves back, or hold them back, rather, when it comes to making that positive movement forward. We've got the Three of Swords jumping out next. Let's see what is going to join our friend, the Three of Swords. We've got the Five of Swords. So the Three of Swords, to me, I find very interesting here because to me, it just brings up several different things. So the Three of Swords can, of course, indicate that maybe something between the two of you at some point has gone awry. Maybe there's been some hurt. Maybe there's been some sadness. But I also feel like there's strong potential that there's past baggage that this person is holding onto, and that this past baggage that they hold onto allows for them them to self-sabotage or sabotage. And I feel like right now they do feel like they are self-sabotaging when it comes to this connection with you. Obviously, we are asking the question, who has a crush on you, which means we already know that this person is crushing. We already know that this person admires you. And I feel like this is mainly bringing up their struggles when it comes to them expressing to you how it is that they feel. I feel like the Three of Swords can also be indicating, especially if nothing's ever gone awry between you and the Scorpio, Taurus budgeter dude or gal, is that one or both of you could have just gotten out of a relationship, or you could know that this person, let's say, I feel like when it comes to your person, to be honest, they are very unlucky in love. And I feel like you have heard them. You've heard them, let me say it in a nicer way. You have heard them either be upset about, or you have heard them sort of lament the fact that they have not had a lot of luck in love. And as I say that, not the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune is staring at me from the bottom of the deck. So they have not had a lot of luck in love. You've perhaps heard them complain about it. You've heard that their struggles, let's say, when it comes to their love life. I feel like sometimes you might even look at this person, especially if it's somebody that you're friends with or you work with and you're friendly with them at work, and you know that they have a habit of self-sabotaging or doubting themselves. I feel like for some of us that might resonate. Like for some of us, we do know that this person has a habit of self-sabotaging when it comes to their relationships. Anyway, either way, this person is very nervous. I also feel like, again, it brings up, that this could be somebody we're friends with or somebody that we work with that has feelings for us. And it just makes that so much, that first or one of the initial messages that we got, so much worse, because their fear of rejection is like, if they might ruin things. I feel like that's where that Three of Swords comes up. Like they might ruin things between the two of you and ruin this dynamic that you have as friends or as colleagues. And that's something, of course, that's making them even more anxious. And now let's see any other information that we could get. We've got the Lovers. And maybe one more card. If not, we'll just stick it out with the Lovers. And we've got the Nine of Wands making an appearance and the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I will stick him over yonder and I will move these about. So the Lovers, again, I feel like is highlighting, which again, as we already know, this person is definitely crushing on you and they are crushing on you hard. Now, the Lovers would again signify that there's perhaps been a lot of good times and happy times between the both of you. I also feel like the Lovers is highlighting that there is this deeper emotional bond or connection that the two of you do have. Although I would say that at this point, it's probably on that friendship level, or the two of you are friendly with one another. But the Lovers to me would definitely indicate that this person is very into you. There's a strong attraction toward you. And I feel like the Lovers will bring up both physical and emotional intimacy. So it would bring up both physical attraction as well as attraction to your personality, which the Sun, I feel, definitely highlights our attraction to both as well. Now, the Nine of Wands brings up several things. The Nine of Wands, to me, it'll bring up wounds and woundedness, which could go back to this Three of Swords. They, again, could be very unlucky in love. And again, you would know that they've been very unlucky in love. I feel like that brings up their hesitation and their apprehension. I feel like for this person, it's almost like when it comes to this person as well, they're also trying to be patient with themselves. Like they wish that they could just make that positive movement forward, but they've got these old wounds and they've got their self-limiting beliefs that hold them back. Okay? They do hope to make positive movement forward and to explain to you and express to you how it is that they have been feeling about you. And I feel like with the Nine of Wands, this is a message of this person feeling this way, or this being something that's been ongoing for a while now. So that Nine of Wands is basically like, this situation, let's say as a whole, is closer to the end of finishing things up, and finishing things up between the two of you would be this person expressing themselves. However, this person, there's still definitely some patience needed when it comes to them making that positive movement forward. So I do hope that that makes sense, my pile 1 friends. I feel like this is where we will leave this. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today, pile 1, and I hope that everybody has a beautiful day. Hello, pile 2, my pyrite pile. We are going to be going over who has a crush on you today. So let's get some Scrabble tiles out here. Let's see who it is that is crushing on you, who has you on their mind right now. Let's see, pile 1, or pile 2 rather. Okay, got a nice little stack here. We've got R, R, E, A, B, S, and E. So now let's get some zodiac signs out here and see who it is that this person could be, some potential zodiac signs. We have earth signs, so we have Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And we have Cancer. So now let me get this all cleaned up, and then we will move on to the tarot cards. Okay, pile 2, let's see if we can get more information on this person. Maybe more so some messages of who they might be, maybe some messages about what their plans are when it comes to this connection, maybe some messages as far as how it is that they are feeling about you, because we already know they be crushing. So let's see what is going on when it comes to this person. Pile 2. Okay, we have the Death card. Maybe the Death card is indicative of Scorpio. Maybe the Death card is also indicative of wanting to start a new beginning when it comes to this connection with you. And we've got the Hermit. So I kind of love this message. I feel like for some of us, when it comes to this person, they might be somebody who is, let's say, I'm going to just call it like a very deep thinker, somebody who's very introspective, maybe somebody who's very into their spiritual beliefs or their religious beliefs. I feel like when it comes to this person, they are very conscious, let's say, of like personal growth or self-growth. They are definitely someone who is very much so into improving themselves or being their best selves. And I do feel like, I'm not sure if I said it already, but I feel like this person might have a tendency to sort of self-isolate. They might be more so of an introvert, but when they are being that introvert self, they are taking time or spending time to themselves, for themselves, by themselves in order to better themselves. So you and this person, I feel like, have probably had very deep conversations with one another. Okay, I look at both of these cards. The Death card can be indicative of a spiritual transformation. The Hermit can be indicative of a, personal growth journey or a soul-searching journey of some sort. So to me, it just feels as though it feels to me that the two of you have had very deep conversations with one another about a variety of topics. And some of these topics, again, could have included things along the line of spirituality or personal growth. So I do hope that that makes sense. I would say that the Hermit is going to bring up, I believe it is Virgo. I could be wrong. Do not quote me on that. And the Death card, I know for a fact, is going to bring up Scorpio. So that this could be a, kind of fire sign, earth sign group. Let's say fire sign, water sign, earth sign group. Jesus, what am I talking about? So water sign, earth sign sort of mix, because we do have some water and we definitely have some earth popping out here today. I also feel like when it comes to this person, again, they might have the tendency to be more so of an introvert. Maybe that's something that makes them a little hesitant to move things forward within this connection, or it's made them hesitant. It's almost like bringing me this awkward sort of message. Not like things are awkward between the two of you, and not even that your person is awkward, but they might feel awkward speaking to you or talking to you about the way in which they are feeling or that they have a crush on you. And I feel like a large part of that could be because the conversations that the two of you have together are so far from like romantic or at times even so far from flirtation that maybe one of their concerns could be if they try to like flirt with you, it might come off or might come out as being very awkward because the two of you usually have so many other things to talk about or so many other things that you are talking about that some sort of playful flirtation might seem a little bit out of bounds or out of the ordinary for this connection that the two of you share. I do feel like, again, the Death card is highlighting that, you know, this like some part of this connection is going to end so that another part of it could blossom. And of course, that would usually signify, we had a very similar message in pile 1, although I already forgot the card, so we could tell how my morning is going. But either way, it's basically this message of this person being a little bit hesitant or nervous to change the dynamic within the connection. So basically the two of you might be friends or the two of you might be colleagues. And it does just seem like this person is a little like hesitant or nervous, or that's where that new beginning would be coming from, because the friendship or the colleague relationship would end so that the new beginning of looking at one another as potential romantic partners can begin. The Hermit card, I feel like, would definitely be highlighting that one or both of you has been single for a minute. I kind of feel like it's perhaps been both of you. I feel like you yourself might have been or might be single and have been single for a hot minute here. So now let's get some other tarot cards out here. Let's see what else is going on when it comes to you and this person that is crushing on you. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like the Eight of Pentacles brings forth a double message here. Again, it can definitely be indicating that the two of you are colleagues. I feel like there's a couple of different messages. So it can be indicating that the two of you work together because it's a Pentacles card and it'll bring up work. I also feel like the two of you might share common interests or common hobbies, and maybe spirituality, for example, is one of them. But I do feel like that's why the two of you are able to have these more so deeper conversations, or have had deeper conversations with one another, because the two of you have something, and not just something, I feel like it's multiple things that the both of you have in common and can kind of like talk each other's ears off about constantly. You know, like the two of you have a lot that you share in common, and the two of you maybe have some of these special interests in common that the two of you bond over. The other thing that I feel like, or the third thing that I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is bringing up, is this person trying to build up their confidence in order to express to you how it is that they feel. Okay, because the Eight of Pentacles can also be indicative of us building up our confidence and building up our worthiness, just in general. But in this case, it would be in order to express to you how it is that they feel. Let's see what else is going on with you and this person. We've got the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups would definitely highlight that this person is very much so wanting to make that positive movement forward. I feel like the Knight of Cups is again highlighting that this person is going to be not only making positive movement forward, but that they will eventually express to you the way in which they feel. And I feel like part of too, even with this like Hermit Death card, where this person is a deep thinker and they are very introspective and objective and so on and so forth. I do feel like when it comes to this person, it's like this is something, especially since the two of you seem to be close to one another in a friendly way, it's almost like this is something that your person has definitely weighed out the pros and cons of, and they've hit this point where they can't really remain silent any longer. The pros outweigh the cons. They need to begin to work on themselves and get their confidence and muster up all their inner strength so that they can make this positive movement forward. I also feel like the Knight of Cups could perhaps yet again be bringing up that there's something that the two of you have in common when it comes to some sort of hobby or skill. You know, the two of you might both be into video games. The two of you might both be into tarot readings. The two of you might both be into Buddhism. The two of you might both be into engineering, whatever the case might be. It seems like the two of you have a lot to talk about. And you also have a lot of like the same skill set and the same hobbies. So there's a lot of compatibility that the two of you already have with one another. And I feel like that's why, or perhaps the reason why, the two of you are so close as friends. But with that Knight of Cups, it's definitely, as well as just the reading in general, it's indicative of this person having these romantic feelings for you. I'd like to see the Knight of Cups because the Knight of Cups is definitely an indication of this person wanting to move things forward. We've got the Judgment card. The Judgment card to me, I messed up my camera, but the Judgment card to me is definitely highlighting that this person, it keeps like going back and forth, but the Judgment card would definitely highlight to me that this person has made up their mind. This person knows what they want. This person knows that they want you. They know that they are going to have to make positive movement forward when it comes to this connection. So I look at the Judgment card here as good news, let's say. The Judgment card is definitely highlighting that this person wants to take things to the next level with you via that Knight of Cups. This person wants to change the dynamic within this connection. And this person is making plans to do so. Let's try to get at least one more card out here, but I am happy to see the Judgment card because I do feel like they've made up their mind, and part of them making up their mind is them knowing that they have to move forward with this connection. Another thing that I want to mention, because now we've got the World out here, we have nearly all major arcana cards. So to me, when I see all major arcana cards, regardless of what it is that we're talking about, there's a very strong indication of there being a lot of significance to whatever it is that is going on. And I do feel like when it comes to this connection, there's a lot of significance to this connection. Okay, I feel like this connection is one that perhaps has been in your life for a bit of time. I feel like this person is someone who, first of all, too, like if we just go through the major arcana cards and what they mean as at a base level, it seems like you and this person have been here for one another at times through thick and thin. This person's seen you go through changes. You've seen them have to go through changes. You've seen them grow and evolve. They've seen you grow and evolve. I feel like the two of you at times, like, it's almost like at times you have felt or this person has felt that you're one of the only people that you can truly turn to and expect, good advice, or you can turn to and expect that this person's going to be there for you and listen to you and be able to help you decide and move forward, or whatever the case might be. I just feel like that this is a significant connection between you and this person. I feel like it's been significant for some of us. I feel like this person has you both have seen one another grow and evolve. You both have seen one another change throughout time. You've seen one another grow throughout time. This might not resonate for everybody, but I do feel compelled to say it. And then when we finish with the World card here, again, there's this indication of something ending so that something new could begin. So yet again, there's a strong message of maybe the friendship relationship or the colleague relationship ending so that this can turn into something that is more so romantic. I feel like the World is also highlighting that this person feels like this connection in and of itself is something that has brought them a lot of fulfillment and could potentially bring them that, let's say, ultimate romantic fulfillment if the two of you turn this connection from this, friendship relationship into something that is more so romantic. I ultimately feel like this person feels that this relationship or the connection that the two of you could build with one another is one that is going to be incredibly long lasting. I feel like they feel like this will be a long-term committed relationship. I feel like there's already this loyalty that the two of you have with one another. I feel like there's already an immense amount of compatibility between the both of you. And I feel like when it comes to this person, it's basically like they've made up their mind. They know what it is that they need to do. And what they need to do is make positive movement forward toward deepening the level of commitment within this connection. So I do hope that makes sense, my pile two. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, my pile 3. Let me get the crystal. My celestite pile. Let's check out who has a crush on you today. We are first going to get some Scrabble tiles out here for possible and potential initials. Then we will get some zodiac signs out here in order to check out some potential zodiac signs. And lastly, we will get some tarot cards out here as well in order to see some more details about who this person might be, how it is that they are feeling, what are their plans when it comes to this connection. And let's see. Oh, we have H, O, O, E, E. We've got the letter T and K. So now let's get some zodiac signs. Let's see who this person could potentially be. And we have earth signs again. They also jumped out for pile 2. And Taurus. So I'm going to just get, I'm going to freestyle right here. I'm going to get one more card than the other piles got, just to see if we can get some variety out here. And we have Scorpio again. Okay, so there's a lot of Taurus and Scorpio were pile 1's people. So there's a lot of Tauruses and Scorpios having crushes on people out here. I'm going to quickly organize this. Okay, pile 3, let's see what is going on between you and this person. Any messages, let's see, we could get. Maybe more so about who this person is, what their plans are, how it is that they are feeling about you, and so on and so forth. Let's see, pile 3, what is going on with your person? Who is this person that has a crush on you? We've got the 6 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Pentacles is immediately going to bring me to that this could possibly potentially be someone from work. But it will also, yet again, bring up earth signs. So let's see what else, some more context. And the 7 of Cups. So to me, one thing that does stand out to me, of course, will not resonate for everybody. So please take it as it resonates. Whatever does not resonate, leave. It is not yours. So you could leave it behind. To me, I feel like the 6 of Pentacles can be more so about somebody that's offered you something or has offered you some type of either responsibility or opportunity. That to me can indicate that this could be somebody who's more so in a leadership position at your job, like a boss. Of course, that is not going to resonate with everybody, but I do feel like the 7 of Cups would highlight that a large part of, this person's crushing on you has been them idealizing and fantasizing about it more so than being able to actually do anything about it. So if this is somebody in a leadership position, that could definitely explain, let's say, their hesitancy and letting you know how it is that they feel about you. I feel like the 6 of Pentacles in general, it could also be just simply that the two of you know one another through work. And that 7 of Cups, again, it could just simply be that this person has spent a lot of time idealizing and fantasizing about this connection, more so than they've actually done things within this connection in real life. I also feel like, too, and we'll see as more cards come out, but another thing that I could pick up on between the 6 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups is your person might be rather insecure with themselves. Because I feel like what this could also be an indication of is your person feeling like you have many other options, or that there are many other people who are either into you or would find you attractive and so on and so forth. And they feel like because you have all of these other options, like why the hell would you give them the time of day, or why would you be attracted to them, sort of thing. So I do feel like your person, or I do feel like these two cards could also be highlighting some insecurity on their end, where they just feel like you might not give them a chance, or, they're insecure with themselves. So, you wouldn't give them a chance in their head or in their perception. Let's try to get some more cards out here. Let's see what else. We've got the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups would again indicate to me, or it would highlight that there's been, let's say, a lot of good times and happy times within this connection. The two of you get along very well with one another. I feel like that Nine of Cups is, of course, bringing up that this person has a lot of attraction toward you, both on a personality level and on a physical level, on a physical looks level. They're very attracted to you. I feel like the Nine of Cups would highlight that the two of you are either friends, or again, like the both of you are colleagues. Even if this maybe is somebody in a leadership position, it's definitely being highlighted by that Nine of Cups that the two of you have spent time with one another, and had a lot of fun with one another while spending time with one another. Let's see what else we can get. Come on, pile 3. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, we've got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is indicative of clarity, and perhaps this person wanting to give you some clarity surrounding how it is in which they are feeling about you. I want to get some more information. We've got the Nine of Wands, which shows that they are hesitant to do so. Let me maybe try to get the last card out here before we get into what is going on here. We've got the Two of Pentacles. So again, it just seems like the two of you work with one another. It seems like to me, for some of us, again, this person literally could have given us that opportunity when it comes to work, which would highlight that this person could be someone who is more so of our boss or in a leadership position at our job. I feel like, of course, that's not going to resonate for everybody. And if it doesn't, I would say that more than likely, though, you work with this person or have worked with this person in the past. I feel like this person gets very much so into their own head. Okay, and I feel like that's represented by the Seven of Cups. I even feel like that's represented toward the end of the reading with the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, there's an indication that the two of you do have a closer bond or have a bond with one another, that the two of you do know one another on perhaps a friendship level. Even if the two of you are colleagues, it seems as though there's been a lot of good times and happy times between you both. It seems like there's some compatibility. It seems like this person knows you well enough to be very much so attracted to your personality. I also feel like this person is very physically attracted to you as well. I feel like for as badly as this person wants to come forward, there's something that is going to continue to hold them back with that Nine of Wands. Okay, they feel very hesitant and very apprehensive to do so, and I feel like a large part of why is because the two of you still work together. Okay, now if that does not resonate with you at all, if you do, let's say you work from home, I feel like when it comes to this person, part of the reason why they could feel very hesitant to move things forward with you is because they are very busy or their schedule is kind of hectic right now. And part of the reason why they are stalling on or apprehensive, let's say, to let you know the way in which they are feeling is because they are just nervous that they're not going to have enough time, effort, or energy, let's say, to prioritize you and to prioritize this connection if the both of you were to move things forward right now. Now, I also feel like part of the Nine of Wands could also be that this person, let's say, has a guard up, has been hurt in the past, and is yet again maybe hesitant or fearful because they fear rejection. So if they are to give you that clarity, then they know that there's a possibility of you rejecting them. And that's just going to be another instance of them feeling hurt or getting heartbroken via the rejection itself. So I do feel like there's a bunch of different things going on here, but I also feel like at this point in time, your person is maybe a little bit too hesitant or apprehensive to move things forward. So I don't really feel like something's going to happen between the both of you, let's say, into the immediate future. I feel like for, let's say the next couple of weeks or months, this is still going to be very much so in this person's head. I feel like this person's going to be thinking about you and thinking about, let's say, giving you that clarity or expressing it how it is that they feel. But due to their, busy schedule and due to them feeling very worried about being rejected, and maybe even perhaps due to the two of you working together, they're still going to feel very apprehensive, let's say, when it comes to them expressing how it is that they feel. So pile 3, I feel like that is pretty much it for this reading. I really hope that it made sense and maybe brought some insight into what is going on between you and this earth sign or Scorpio person. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day.